welcome to our next online class. Previous class we discussed about the properties of the matter. So first we discussed matter is made up of particles. Particles have spaces between them. All the particles have a constant motion or in constant motion. Then force of attraction between, there is existence of force of attraction between the particles. If the force of attraction is more, that means particles are very closely bound with each other. That means when the force of attraction between the particles decide the strength of the particles. What is the strength of the particle? That we could not able to break it or bend it. So from this, matters are divided into different groups. That is, states of matter are of 3 steps. But in a higher class there is 5 steps. Out of these 3 are taught to you. Matter is 3 states, that is solid, liquid and gas. These are the states of matter. But another state is your plasma and BE, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so these are the secondary things that you learn in your higher classes. But in this, solid, liquid and gas. So what are the properties of matter? We read on that basis matter are divided into 3 groups. That is the solid, liquid and gas. First, what are the solid substances around you? I am taking some solid substances. I am writing there some names of the solid substances. Say for example, pencil. What you are using in your students are using in their day-to-day life. Pencil, pen, notebook, book, eraser, pen sharpener. What you are using? Okay, so these are the things. Suppose I am taking here 6 things, but we are using. All these are solid, liquid or gas. All of you know that these are the solid, because previously from class 6 you also know states of the matter. 7 also you know that states of the matter. But why these are called solids? First thing. So all these matters, what I take, they have. Suppose I am taking this is one eraser I am taking. So this eraser have a shape or not? It have a shape or not? Yes, it have a shape. We know that it's so I am showing you one eraser. So these have boundary lines, it have sides, all these. So this is this shape we can observe it and we can see it. And some of you tell that this have a shape and it have a definite shape. But some tell that this one can bend. But we are bending it by adding some external forces. But without that, these have a definite shape. So first characteristics of solid is it have a definite shape. Another thing, as it have a definite shape, it also occupy some definite space. So it have a also definite volume. And it have a definite mass. It also have a definite mass, because fixed mass it have. All the matter which are around you that have a definite mass. So all these, what are the solid substances? Can they press? Can they compress? Some extent they can bend. They can stretch by adding external forces, but normally they are not stressed, they are not bent, they are not compressed. So that is another thing, is that the solid substances are rigid. They are rigid. That means they could not be compressed, they could not be bent without adding any external forces. So that's why these are rigid. Another thing, suppose you take one piece of stone. Can you break it? No. you break it with the help of a hammer, at that time you are adding some external forces. At that time you can break it. Otherwise you cannot break it. So these are rigid substances. What is the another thing? What is the as these are rigid, we know that particles are made up of what? Matters are made up of what? Particles. So what is the spaces between these particles? These particles are very closely packed. There is very less space between them. Less space between them. So tell me, what about its kinetic energy? If they have very less space between them, what about the kinetic energy between the, what is the kinetic energy of the particles? If the space is less, first thing, what is the force of attraction? If space is less, what is the force of attraction? Force of attraction is high. Then what about the kinetic energy? They do not get any space to move. So kinetic energy is less. From this we know that what are the properties of the solid matter. They have a definite space, they have a definite volume, definite mass. As it is a matter, it have a definite mass. These are rigid. That means they are not compressed, they are not bent. Another thing, the spaces between the particles is very less, which implies that it have a high force of attraction between the particles. And these do not have any space, so particles do not get space to move. So there is a, as they do not do not get more space to move. That's why their kinetic energy is also less. Okay, kinetic energy of the particles is very less. Come to another state of matter. That is the, after solid we discussed about the liquids. So I am taking some liquids, that is milk, water, then juice, cold drinks, then tea, then vegetable oil. Okay, all these are, you know that in the in your class 6 you read about liquid. What are the examples of liquid? These are milk, water, juice, cold drinks, tea, vegetable oil, then water. What are I writing? Okay, tea, coffee. What are the liquid substances that they are the liquid? What are the properties of the physical properties of the liquid? First, when I am showing you. Suppose this is I am taking some water. I am taking some water in this bottle. Okay, in this bottle I am taking some water up to this level. Okay, I am taking some water up to this level. Again I am transferring this water into a glass. Suppose this is the glass and up to this level this water is there. Then I am putting this water in another conical glass. Okay, up to this level. Then I am taking this water in a beaker. Okay. Next I am taking this water in a test tube. So here you tell me, in all the cases, what is the shape of the water? Same quantity of water I am taking here. All, suppose I am taking 100 ml of water. Here are 100 ml, here 100 ml, all there. Achha. So what is the shape of the water here? Here the shape of the water is like this. Okay, here the shape of the water is like this. Here the shape of the water is like this. Here the shape of the water is like this. Yes or no? Here the shape of the water is like this. So here the shape of the water is like this. What is the shape? From that we conclude that what is the shape of the container? that shape is occupied by the water, that is a liquid, is or no? So what is the shape of the container? The liquid occupied, the liquid have that shape, so it do not have a definite shape. First point is that do not definite, no definite shape. Okay. So what is the volume? Volume is, it have a fixed volume, because they are, what is the amount of water here? They are occupying the same space. If you take the volume is fixed. So that's why it have a definite volume. Okay. And as it is a matter, so it have a definite what? Mass. Now come to, so water when you put some water and throw it and flow it. So why water are flow from one place to higher level to lower level, and sometimes when you are giving pressure from the lower side to upper side also it flow. So but a solid do not flow, it just drop, but it do not flow. So as it flow, that's why it is called as fluid. These are the, so both liquid and gases are called fluid. So it is a fluid. So in water or in liquid diffuses what? Liquid diffuses solids. So for example, here I am taking water, and when I am adding some salt and sugar, they are mixed with it. So liquid dissolve or liquid diffuses solids. Liquid also diffuses liquid. Say for example, when I am adding 2-3 drops of Dettol here, that is also mixed. If I am adding 1 spoon of squash, then that is also dissolved. When I am adding 1 spoon of your rasna, that is also dissolved. So it dissolves liquids. And also it dissolves gases. Say for example, we know that in water some aquatic animals are living because in that oxygen is dissolved. So we know that it also here in water some gases are also dissolved. That's why it is possible to live in water. Aquatic animals live in water means that is due to presence, because it is it dissolves everything. So it have a unlimited number of, in water unlimited number of life are survived due to these properties. Okay, this is all about the liquid. Another thing, we know that solid are not compressed or bent, but liquid are some extent they are compressed. That means limited compressed, limited compressible. Limited compressible. So now, what are the properties? It do not have any definite shape. Next, it have a definite volume. Then definite, as it is a matter, it have a definite mass. As it is flow, that's why these are called the fluid. And it is how it is compressible, because as it have limited, these are limited compressible. Then come to what is the spaces between these particles? What is the space between the particles of liquid? There is moderate space between the particles of the liquid. So that's why as the space is moderate, so the force of attraction is moderate, and as the space is moderate, then kinetic energy also it have moderate kinetic energy between in the particles. So now this is all about the liquids. Come to another, that is the gases. Gas. So when you are all of you are using gases of LPG gases, is or no? LPG gases, suppose this one is a LPG gas. All of you are using LPG gases. So LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. It is a gas, but it is liquefied form. we are using CNG in vehicles that we learnt in our previous class. So what is the full form of CNG? Compressed natural gas. One word is compressed. That means we are able to compress the gas. Why? So it do not have liquid and solid, gases. They do not have definite shape. So no definite shape. What is the shape of the container? They occupy that. So no definite shape. Next come to another. So it do not have definite volume. It do not have definite volume. No definite volume. Okay, but if you compress that one, then the volume is reduced. So that's why it do not have any definite volume. Say for example, here I am taking some gas particles. Okay, here there is a compressor. Okay, when I am compressed it, what is the particles? What is the spaces between particles that is reduced, and they come to compressed. Okay, so they do not have any definite volume. Then as it is a matter, so it has a definite mass. Definite mass. And the spaces between particles is very high. Spaces between particles is very high. If the spaces between the particles is very high, force of attraction is very less. If spaces between particles is this is the force of attraction. Okay, I am writing in short. If the spaces between particles is more, then what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is very high because the particles move with a high speed. And kinetic energy is nothing but half mv square. That means what is the velocity of the particles, that depends on that. So that's why if they are getting more space, then they are able to move at a high speed. So when they are moving randomly, last year we discussed that when I am teaching you about the pressure. At that time, we know that when I am giving air to the balloon, at that time I know that I told you that what are the air particles in between these? They are giving pressure on the walls of the balloon. Why they are giving pressure towards the walls of the balloon? Because when they are moving here and there, they collide with each other. That means striking with each other, and also they collide with the wall of the container. When they are collide on the wall of the container, particles collide with the wall of the container. At that time, they give pressure to the wall of the container. Okay. So that is another thing. So all of you know that now we are categorized solid, liquid and gas according to its property. First, about mass. All have solid, liquid, gas. All have definite mass. About, I am writing here, it will be easy for you. See, solid, liquid, then gas. Okay. Regarding mass, all have definite mass. Definite mass. For definite, I am writing D. All have definite mass. Regarding its shape, it have definite shape. But liquid and gas do not have no definite shape. Okay. Then come to another property, that is the volume. It have definite volume, but it do not have. It have definite volume. This do not have definite volume. Okay. Then come to interparticular space. Interparticular space between the particles, what is the space? Interparticular space. Here very less. Here moderate space is there. Here space is very large space between them. Then if intermolecular space is there, then force of attraction. What about the force of attraction? Here high, here moderate, then here very less. What about the kinetic energy? Here kinetic energy is very less. So here kinetic energy between the particles. Liquid, it is moderate, and it is very high. Gases, kinetic energy in the between the particles, the kinetic energy is very high. So another concept I want to tell you, that is the what is density. Last year this what comes in your one topic, that is the what is that? Pressure chapter. Density is there. So what is density? Density is represented by rho, and it is mass per volume. Mass per volume is equal to density. So if the mass is more, volume is less, then density is more. If the volume is more, mass is less, then density is less. Because if denominator is bigger than the numerator, then the result is small. Okay. So now tell me, in case of solid, what is the density of the particles? Yeah, volume is in comparison to mass, volume is less. So density is high in case of solid. In case of liquid, it is in between the in case of gas. So volume is high in comparison to mass. So here density is less, density of the particles. Here in case of liquid, it is in between the solid and gases. Okay. So this is the density. So in your intertext questions are there. So some matters are given to you. What is its density? You have to arrange it in decreasing order. Okay. So as air is a gas, it have very less density. I am telling the answer. Then exhausted from the chimney, that is also next is exhausted from the chimney. Then next is your that is cotton is given. Cotton is given. Next is your cotton. Then because cotton have spaces between cotton, particles of the cotton or fibers of the between the fibers of the cotton, there are spaces are there. So that's why next is cotton. Next is water. Then next is honey. Next is chalk. Because water is honey is more denser than the water. So next is honey, next is chalk, and last is the highly dense material is the iron. So less dense material is your air, and highly dense material